So that's that question. I'm not really doing any like actual tea. I'm just answering people's questions. I noticed slight disappointment on Reddit on the realization that SEC are useless and have no intention of doing their job properly, but the overall sentiment is still positive. Exactly, it is. Its overall sentiment is positive, and that the committee stuff that I was sharing, thanks to Bad Mama Jama who was sharing it with me, and we were talking about it. It was like the most popular tweet I ever put on Reddit. It was talking about how AMC and GME Apes will be interested in the committee recommendations. And in that thread, I don't know if you looked through it there, but I had a conversation with, was it Space Monkey or Space or somebody else, 1875? There's a couple of different people, I can't remember. I'm sorry if I've just got the wrong person. Talking about, well, will this have any effect and that? And I was like, well, this is what's happened before, and like talked a little bit about the last time we were in this process, which was like 2014. Similar again, 2017, but like there was at the time big questions about these exact things we have questions now, and it came down to reports, and those reports were done under the direction of people who put in stipulations that we had to look at, you had to look at anything you did to make sure that it didn't harm large liquidity providers. And there was a lopsidedness to that report, an imbalance, and it led to the problems we have now. And they'll try and do it again. The bastards will try exactly the same thing again. They'll lobby and they'll say, look, there's this argument, and that argument itself will be circulating bollocks and absolutely head stuck up its own arse, right? It'll then also be eating its own fucking head at the other end of it as well. It's a stupid ass nonsense argument by people who think that they're capitalists, but not. They're exploiting. They're exploitative fannies and that. Gaston, you should be getting jacked. Things are going to get exciting. Chris Sweeney, Tradespotting. What do the British use instead of payment for PFOFW? What? Payment for order flow, you're saying, innit? And what do they use instead of it? Well, they don't use anything instead of it. Like we have a much smaller market with smaller brokers, less prime brokers, obviously, less everything, less banks, less investment banks, everything. But some huge companies and different types of ways of storing money in London. How do they do it? Well, they don't have payment for order flow in Britain. I don't think we've ever had it. I've never seen it or been in any way of experiencing that side of things. But we've got other things, like you just phone up brokers at other banks and ask them, or you phone up other brokers and try and buy things off them for little bits of money, and then you get their own position, and that's how you do things with each other. It happens all the time. And sometimes you'll be like doing other stuff and phoning other people at other banks for no reason. Well, for other reasons, like whatever, checking prices or something. And you'll be talking to somebody and it'll be some broker and that, and you'll just be like, well, what do you think about this? And some of that and do that, whatever, and that. And then